Hi guys, welcome to my new channel. In this video, we will focus on a recap of the recently finished Intel Extreme Masters tournament in Rio de Janeiro. I want to share with you the most interesting moments, and then we'll go through the full recap of the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. Before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe. This is my newly created channel, and every new subscriber is a big motivation for me. The first action that excited me was in the match between FaZe and FURIA, where karrigan showed a great deal of experience and the ability to stay calm under pressure.
Together the opportunity.
Still tough.
Yuri gonna smoke on top of the bomb.
What is this?
Wait. Oh, karrigan, do you have the patience? Do you have the patience to just sit here for the whole smoke? Will you give him a sound cue? Will you give him something? I love the way Yuri's played this. He would have been susceptible to this angle, but holding for it. But upon the fade of the smoke, he loses his advantage. So thinking man's clutch here, fading. karrigan's patience! He prevails.
And a big exhale there.
A big exhale, but also a big round for FaZe. That's going to get the cash.
The second action I liked while watching was zywoo and his headshot. Pay attention to the funny reaction of the commentator.
Around those smokes.
It shows you timing as well, in the sense that if zywoo was there, 2 seconds earlier, would have got that smoke off and maybe they would have cancelled.
What the hell was that?
That was a headshot.
Okay.
Another interesting moment at the Intel Extreme Masters tournament that made me laugh was this trolling by a player from MOUZ Sports.
zywoo just walks in, it's a free kill. Is he trying to troll him?
He's just throwing the pistol at him.
Oh, fair play. Yeah, I like it. I would have kind of loved if Brokey just flicked him, though. That would have made me laugh a little.
Yeah, that would have actually been a funny ending as well. No matter what happened, zywoo was going to give us entertainment.
Yeah.
Now let us take a look at the playoff recap, including the grand finale. I hope you will enjoy this video.
T-side. We'll see if that favors them.
It's a huge point that we'll be bringing up throughout this is the T-side struggles of Vitality are a very, very real thing. However, the CT sides, players are playing well on defense. CT sides lockdowns have been solid for Vitality. They'll get tested here up con. First contact from Exertion, who's moved in. Mezzi's going to be gush, but there's plenty of Vitality players to handle this.
Yeah, brollan and zywoo taking two between them. Flames able to follow up back here for Vitality. 3v3 and lots of time still left in this pistol round, and Apex is caught between 3 targets. His teammates going down, and finally Apex connecting another headshot. zywoo and Apex against torsi and zywoo to close the pistol round.
Yeah, zywoo's just showed up. Very deadly superstar player. Bombs evacuated though. torsi's backed off towards Catwalk. zywoo's fallen back in towards Connector to cut off any kind of a flank. So isolated 1v1 at the B bomb site with torsi and zywoo as he makes his way over. zywoo and Apex are going to try and find each other over in middle. Apex knows it can't possibly be clear. And zywoo misses that piece of information, but Apex has no HP to take this fight.
Yeah, zywoo just keeping him pinned, but it's zywoo, and it slipped ever closer to that B bomb site. Apex still in that awkward fight against zywoo. The battle of the in-game leaders goes down, and it's zywoo to win it. zywoo with no kid on his back. That is the big problem here for him. He's looking at short side. There's no peeks. No one from MOUZ wanting to offer him up an opportunity. We know he's one of the best pistol players in the world, and the time is the problem here for zywoo. He won't be able to win it, but he'll certainly walk away with both kills.
Yeah, but MOUZ is obviously very happy. Who cares about the kills? Take that pistol round victory. A drawn-out affair, but a very nice escape up Catwalk for torsi.
Just going event to event and playing the Counter-Strike that's lying in front of you.
Good shot from zywoo. zywoo trying to break his angle, beat his angle, and jump across to the boxes. And now you've got this play towards the B bomb site. Mezzi challenged.
Yeah, Spinks sees the first jump past the window. It's another full commitment for MOUZ to B, but they will not break. Vitality hold on. Spinks and Mezzi get their kills, and it all collapses for MOUZ. Finally, we should see the end of the 4 spies. The eco's coming left, right?
Right, and then you obviously have run out of quite a bit of time to make this recovery happen. So MOUZ looking up at Vitality from the bottom of a hole they've dug themselves into on this T side.
Keep it to our playbook, boys. Our playbook is really good. Also, we worked on stuff for the last 2 weeks. No one has any idea what we worked on, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, really great stuff.
Another teaser about what they've been working on over the last 2 weeks. No one has any idea what to expect from MOUZ.
Yeah, which is obviously the advantage of something like this, but the negative side of things is you also don't know if you're going to be able to make things work. If you haven't tested it in a live situation on a stage, if something goes wrong, are you going to be prepared and have the knowledge to work a solution?
Well, Spinks not off to the best of starts in this round. The grenade will find him, and he can't get out of there. Finally, he will on 8 HP.
I wonder what he chooses to do. He could go over to the B bomb site and just swap out with zywoo, whether it's position and whether it's weapon, so that zywoo's op can be mobile and has spotted nothing in the B bomb site. But still pretty content. Vitality looks to have zywoo be the main point of defense at the B bomb site. It's MOUZ who will shift over to A as Spinks plays very passively outside the murder hole. And MOUZ once again attempting to split the A bomb site.
One through Palace, one through the ramp. And the main prong to the approach right into flames as it burns away. It evaporates as the T side of MOUZ is collapsing in flames his hands, and it's Yimpat alone at 1v4. Can't do much off the top of Tetris. He is top. Well, the fourth round could be absolutely perfect in the end for MOUZ. As you've mentioned, Vitality struggles on the T side are evident. Shui's already got around the top boxes. Flames has eyes on this peak, but Shui goes into the open. MOUZ's the one able to spin back and drop the in-game leader on the other side.
And good utility usage for Vitality, just covering the retreat of their players on mid-ramp, holding back with nades and Molotovs. This push from underpass, and now it's zywoo who takes a scalp. That's exertion.
MOUZ to try and recover that 3 versus 5 deficit in round 12. The bomb is all the way back at T-spawn. It can go into Palace. Brollan's currently on ramp. And Yimpat in middle. What can they put together here? Apex is changing his position late into this round as well. He'll play underneath the wood, elevated in the box to try and dodge any flames that might come his way. zywoo now rotating over, an extra player to work with for Vitality's A defense, and Flames at stairs. Comes the first contact. Yimpat catches Flames, distracted. One opening, one way back in here for the side of MOUZ. Apex is burning. Apex is down. MOUZ have recovered this into a 3 versus 3, but Spinks from short, grabbing that kill back. Yimpat gone, just brollan and Torsi now left. Plant is being secured as we speak, but zywoo to close it alongside. But
just in general, that whole team needs to wake up.
They really do. And if Vitality get a good start in the second half, they might not have to play many T-gun rounds whatsoever. Apex will bring a smoke Molotov into the pistol round.
18-2.
What a first
zywoo.
half. Yeah, what a first half from zywoo.
An incredible stat line to have. A slow pistol round from Vitality, looking for any pushes. Apex the only one really starting to investigate. I say that, but Torji's also investigating a ramp from the CT side perspective. He sees that it's clear, which allows brollan to shift his position. Up catwalk we go for Vitality.
Oh, brollan getting through the smoke. Has to drop back in behind the cover. Exertion with the first kill of the round, but it's short-lived as MOUZ bites back immediately for Vitality, and they're going through the connector smoke. They're putting pressure on brollan, who fights from jungle. He'll know that he's got to worry about window, and he got back to that shot, but he couldn't stop MOUZ.
Good swing from MOUZ with the bomb. Spinks is left in alert position. He's going to have to wrap all the way around 3-on-3. Shui and Yimpat are about to get to the CT spawn stairs, which is not guarded. So Spinks needs to be very cautious about his timing on this flank and listen to MOUZ and Apex and their communication for when this retake is beginning.
Shui making sure the close angle is checked. MOUZ's had a great start into this pistol. Might be the man to close it as well. Still at the firebox, sees another victim. MOUZ right between the eyes. It's a third kill of this pistol round. He's doing pretty much everything asked of him, and another shot for MOUZ. Why not? Ruling by royal decree in the pistol. It's MOUZ with all 5.
MOUZ haters in absolute shambles.
He's partial to those. We've seen it so many times before. Just when you think the day is at its darkest, the fin comes out of nowhere, but not to be this time. Vitality on the brink of taking MOUZ's map pick in a very convincing 13-4 fashion. Yimpat pushes apartments.
There's some utility on a couple of players from the MOUZ side considering how bad the economy is for them, but the problem is it's only located, it's not spread around. It's only on Exertion and Torji. Now thankfully they're playing kind of centralized at the moment so they can replenish the smokes and Molotovs towards Khan if need be, but they need to be very conscious about how they use those nades because Vitality's not pressuring anything at the moment. So the smoke that they currently have deployed MOUZ at the base of Khan isn't really doing them any good. Vitality's going to be happy to sit back and let them waste it. And this is looking more and more like a split towards the A bomb site. 2 players coming out halls. Nobody will be at A ramp. So a little tricky for brollan as the A defender to guard against.
Bomb waits for its moment to pounce out of Palace. Spinx and Apex together with the rest of their pack. Still coming through connector, while they'll leave zywoo short with that AWP. Can MOUZ hold on? Torsey taking the initial damage at jungle. He's got a crossfire with his teammate, and it's rock hard right now for MOUZ. Spinx left in Palace. Vitality don't break them this time. And it's a flawless round in the end.
Chance with this P250 and hope it pulls attention away to alleviate some of the defense on the ramp hit. But with that boosted up player, there's always going to be a little bit of trickiness in Vitality taking this part of the map.
Apex with space to play with, but that space is taken away. It's a vacuum as zywoo, second shot on that P250, but towards you off the top, ripped away by MOUZ. It's a 3v2 with Vitality favored on numbers, but that is only for a short second as Shuey takes MOUZ out of this round. Spinx takes a moment to breathe, waits for Shuey to make an aggressive maneuver, waits for him to make a mistake because he knows he's got zywoo on the prowl outside.
Yeah, well, he's alone at the bomb, so it's a very awkward position for Spinx to be. He probably would love to be able to make a play, but at the moment he's got to sit tight. Looking his flank on a timing, looking for Shuey's push. They've at this point lost track with all the time and what zywoo's done, and that might start making Shuey or brollan a little bit nervous.
How many times have we seen zywoo on a P250 make the difference in a pistol round? Not this time though, as it is a clean finish for MOUZ. They'll win the pistol, 2 players stay up, and MOUZ 1 round up.
That scope was heard by torzsi, who's outside in Big Garage. He has given a warning over to his teammates. Apex finds him.
Yeah, that's a great little play from Apex.
And that allows Vitality to hit the pause button on this progression to the lower site. They can actually come all the way back up secret if they want.
Spinx obviously still worried about the play that it pushed into lobby. He goes in to check it, spots out Shuey. MOUZ are now toppled. It's just 3 players left. Very likely Vitality close this half with 5 rounds. Considering the start, it's been a fantastic recovery from Vitality. Impact doing what he can from the double doors. Let's see if he can double up.
Well, he's going to need his teammates to come join him if they want to swing out. Oh, single door, there's one, and the plant does go down. zywoo and Spinx 2v2, but thankfully the bomb plant completed.
Well, zywoo knows where both players are, has a 1v1 fight, but can't win it. And it puts it all on Spinx, and they know he was the player on the upper bomb site. But where is he gone? He's in the vent now. He's coming down towards Decon. And that defuse isn't happening. Spinx plays from Decon through the smoke. brollan dead first. Just Yimpat.
No kit.
Can Spinx close this half with a 5th round for Vitality? Tapping that defuse, Yimpat off it. And without a kit, there's no hope. There's no chance. He's going to get back on it again, but the time is so thin. And Spinx rounds it out. 5 rounds recovered for Vitality in the first half.
Change up for Vitality. It's the AWP of zywoo over in ramp room. So you're getting multiple rifles able to swarm into the upper bomb site if that's where the attack does come.
Yeah, Flames is gathering info, actively picking up info as he moves outside now.
Very bold of Flamesy as well.
Yep, definitely so. But he hasn't seen anybody, and that puts zywoo in high alert to be ready for what could be a ramp play. Utility coming in, zywoo gets away with 1, dives down. He'll drop down into the B-bomb site and look for a second shot. zywoo is able to chime in once again. As he gets into the control room window, it could be all zywoo in this round. Spinx is coming in, the support network's there, and zywoo's got another one. They stop the MOUZ pistols, they bring it to the brink. MOUZ look composed in the communication just before the beginning of this round, and that will certainly help matters with a kill through the smoke. And Exertion has been a nuisance in and around these smokes. Once he gets into main, he's been a real problem.
And this is a huge position for him. And Shuey's going to love him being here. Like, hey, in-game leader, I'm in mini right now, and nobody knows I'm here. You can call around me. You can utilize me.
Surely that's got to be something that Vitality are aware of, though. A possibility that a player could be in there. Apex on the rafters. MOUZ plays in below him.
Problem is, you don't have, with that pick, you can only put 2 players to defend this site.
MOUZ did well. He needs a second. Can't do it. So Apex is up next. Off the rafters with 1. A single kill. Flames through the foot. Up the vent. Second chance. Taken out by Exertion. And it's on zywoo to close it. To get into overtime. He'll climb up in towards heaven. And this deity of Counter-Strike has a 1v1. The natural steps up with a deagle. torzsi plays from inside of the hut, and zywoo just can't find him. torzsi must be just pounding at this point, trying to figure out where zywoo's gone. This is his comfort ground. zywoo loves to clutch inside of this A site. So always forced into the open, and he can't stop it. It's going to be MOUZ sending us to map 3. This series deserves Inferno. Oh, they can't afford to win their first round and immediately be reset in the follow-up. And that is a possibility, given the fact that MOUZ once again come back at them with a strong buy. Top mid, watched by zywoo. Oh, Shuey gets beyond the scope. Spinks peeks out. 1 kill from Spinks. Would have loved a second, but just not afforded that luxury. Now zywoo under pressure. Flash is connected. zywoo's about to go down, but he gets into the site. Backed up by Mezzi. And he's done very well to keep vitality in this fight. But the problem is Mezzi goes down. There's just too many targets, too many problems. And MOUZ just sandwiched them. But it's still winnable. It's around the Flames can certainly pick up, but they know where he's coming from. And that's a problem. He'll deploy the smoke as cover to get into the bomb site. Spinks jumps up. Good first kill. Can Flames do this? 1v1 against Yimpat. And he's down to 1 HP, but he retreats. He gets away.
He's giving himself a chance. It's all down to timing now. But Yimpat, we've seen him so good. He's been good in these clutches today as well. Does he have the read? Does he sense the timing?
This is good. Flames' reposition is perfect. That is fantastic from Flames. The MOUZ have got to realize Vitality are well acquainted with glory on the global stage. They're used to playing in front of the masses. And you know they've only got 2 rounds in front of them, and they've got overtime. That would be collapse for MOUZ after a 10-2 half.
Well, MOUZ haven't liked the look of Vitality's timing hits through the smokes up middle.
Yep.
So they've over-rotated back as a setup. They've left Exertion alone at the B bomb site, and all 5 players of Vitality are here.
I mean, he's got to realize off the back of that reaction that there had to be a lot of damage done.
They didn't react the first time it happened at all.
That was louder.
Shift off of it. Yeah, this one might have been a little bit better. Shui is creeping back now because the timing isn't there for any sort of a mid play. But both Exertion and Shuhei playing outside of the B bomb site. If Vitality hit this timing strong enough, it's a 5-on-5 retake, but there we go. Good advantage found.
That's an important kill for Shuhei. Keeps MOUZ ahead, and look at the damage done. And because that molly that they threw down, it actually slowed the attack came from Vitality. Exertion's got another one. Is this it for Vitality in Rio? Bomb plank being planted, and now we've got a 3v4 that they must recover in a post plant.
zywoo better step up here. He's got another smoke to put down, but he wants to fight. He sees the shadow. Apex is going to re-smoke towards CT. 1 more smoke going to come out to Coffins, and that should be it. That should be the winning pieces of utility. Oh, but zywoo is peeking.
Yimpat again. Oh, God, this kid, he can't be stopped. There will be no repeat for the reigning Rio Royals. And so FURIA have their contender. MOUZ
walking through the same hotel, the same arena hallway where you did have your career high. It's just going to kind of put you in the right mindset for, I don't know, say beating the world #1?
Yeah, you got 4 out of the 5 in the server right now. Electronic is the newest addition to that bunch. Sure, there's a new coach. Sure, that's chopped and changed a couple of times. But right now, tech issues sorted. And we are underway. Round #1. VP, oof, on the attack. Bit with the jump spots. How much did he catch there? Hung around with the bomb making its way up. Oh, middle. Flit in banana, James T stairs. We've got 3 players top banana. Alexi on the bait with Wonderful and JL tucked in tight, but it's Imet to take first contact. He's seen enough. He knows they're coming, and it hasn't forced a rotation just yet. Pivoting into a passive stance. Now Flit investigates.
Oh, he spotted out the setup, but it cost him his life. So sure, information, but you've lost Flit.
Bit, Imet, this is on you now.
Imet responsible for this fight towards the balcony area. Bit baits. Fame, however, does execute Imet. That's a big find and puts the A site wide open. Electronic secures access to the bomb site and should make this retake very uncomfortable. They've got what? A HE grenade. Alexi thinking about throwing that one in from the clear.
That's the thing, you clear that smoke, they could be Bit, they could be Graveyard, they could be Sight, not standing out within the open, so this retake is going to be very difficult now. Jail and Wonderful clearing out middle, going to try and come up that short side, but this is a tough retake to break. We've got 1 Graveyard, 1 Sight, 1 Apps, 1 Pit. This is very, very difficult.
With no kit, I mean, this is already petering out into nothingness for NaVi. They poke, they prod, they probe, hoping to see if there's any kind of overextension from virtuspro, but they're not going to get anything, and instead will prioritize the Kevlar vests. That's VP's first round in Rio in the playoffs.
I've been dubbing this the Rumble in Rio just by the sheer nature of top teams in attendance. There was no easy games. Some of the big names not even able to make it to the top 6, but the likes of FURIA, Heroic, and virtuspro. Now, I don't think you want to block anymore if you're NaVi. You kind of want them to come in. So Bit still with this smoke and this molly. if there is a threat, I feel you probably want to use it to extinguish instead, and VP have more than enough utility to go for a full set piece. CT, coffins, mollies galore, but essentially dry swing.
Completely ahead of it. Flit trying to get early info, loses his head now, it's a 4v4. They've lost their advantage, they're still committing. The util, the swing, Alexi B1, overlooked perhaps, yes, Bit baited in, oh, the beautiful team play. Alexi sets up Bit for success, 9-round haul on VP's. Alexi, this is the perfect example of what the half-wall smoke can facilitate, and Flit's boosted up! A chance! A trade! And a 4-on-4 to start. Fame isolated, but Bit will catch the aggressor. Towards apartments, Electronic goes down. Now they start to just turn up the heat on Fame. This one man, oh, and he gets away with murder there. Fully flash, he delivers, and he gets himself a second as well.
1v3.
IEM in the clutch. Accelerates into the B bomb site, will get chance to plant with that smoke up. Norbert and James to keep Inferno going. IEM with 21 frags total to clutch to close out a 13-4 on VP's pick. He's determined to make this the last round on Inferno is IEM. Norbert taking his sweet time. James, procedural bomb, ticking away. Time-sensitive mission, he has a Molotov, he pushes on to James! Through the smoke, and now Norbert, smoke on the bomb will get him nervous. IEM can overplay his hand here, takes the hit! IEM gets the job done! He's got a hot...
VP and Heroic, they all enjoy it in Rio. You look at their past history here, 2022, 2023. Heroic have been in back-to-back finals.
Something about Rio and Heroic. And virtuspro.
And FURIA.
And FURIA, all of which have once again found footing. IEM could lose his head, and does to Norbert. Trying to return fire was Bit, just a couple of bullets through that red smoke, but they've conceded mid, they've lost control of it. And Electronics trying to profit from it. Gets himself deep into red room, early doors, 1 minute 30, and JL's holding this passive of an angle.
They have to push A main because the map seems very small right now, NaVi, so Bit is emboldened to take this space.
He's quick, isn't he? Seeing it from the POV of Fame, how quick that headshot's found. Puts us into a 4-on-4, and they regain A main. James hoping for an overextension from Bit. If they cut noise long enough, maybe he goes searching into the AWP or into the Norbert AK. Okay, that's a nice way to find a response just by hurrying up and wait.
So they're transitioning back over towards B. So Electronic hasn't moved a muscle just yet. Wonderful is starting to go. But
Electronic's going to be kicking himself.
yeah, indeed. Well, Wonderful will be there to help out Alexi on the site just in time.
Oh, this gets awkward for VP now. You had the 4v3. You have to convert this, but you have to get past Alexi B. The smoke obscures Wonderful's assistance. Alexi tucks deep into Cubby. Oh, the util. Wonderful with 20 seconds left. He can just molly the plant. Norbert fakes it out. They don't clear their corners. It's just messy from virtuspro. 15 seconds. You have to plant. There's no one to cover you. Good clear from Flit. 10 seconds. Someone needs to be punching in that code. James is that guy. Gets it down. And Flit quick on the flank. They're not looking at this pod potential just yet. James distracts. Flash through. Only JL. Have they really recovered this? Playing a dangerous game. A couple of seconds to spare, but hang on a second! JL! And they've got no resistance mid. There it goes. And doesn't do anything. Norbert has full vision. Unloads his magazine. It's going to feel great. 4 kills. Sprays them all down. Give him the ace. Norbert, an ace in Rio de Janeiro, and the Brazilians absolutely adore it.
NaVi keep the stubbornness. They've had a lot of duels where they just want to push through the cave or heaven smoke and try and isolate Bit over towards B lane. Bit and IEM, sorry, Flit, not Bit.
A lot of early util. Look how many smokes, flashes thrown out to try and get Electronic out mid, and he will. Red not cleared. Electronic finds him in. Oh, through the smoke, Bit finds it.
Huge trade.
Massive trade. Despite a missed smoke from VP, it's a 4-on-4. Bit has kept NaVi in it to win it in just the 24th round of Ancient. A missed Red. VP, they're off kilter, they're wobbly. They're missing some fundamentals, and it's It should have led to the death of Jame! Bit lets it go! Wonderful catch fame on Donut. Now Jame posted for the JL surge, and JL has managed to best the AWPer. It falls now onto the shoulders of Flit and Norbert. Holding the smoke is Alexi, and he's going to catch him walking through. Only Flit remains. And VP's hopes of replicating in Rio hang on one man's shoulders. One man to keep the dream alive. Up against 3. JL goes looking, JL searching, JL finds it! And VP knocked out of Rio. They cannot replicate the dream run. 2 years on, and it's NaVi that hit him with the left-right good night.
Just locked himself in for a semi-final matchup against Heroic in pursuit. Again.
At least Fallen's got his. But MOUZ going to do other things. No more default this round. No more spreading around the map and challenging things. They've thrown utility in middle just to show it's the very same round, but they're lining up for an execute.
A volley of utility being primed and ready to go into what they say site.
4 defenders here. FURIA, this is the defense you'd want.
This is the best case scenario for FURIA. brollan comes out of Palace. Skulls is lost. No one's looking at it. What? How has brollan got away with this? FURIA collapsed. No ferocious hold. brollan just delivers 3 kills for MOUZ, and the final blow for FURIA in this round. It is just Fallen.
To this event, you've now beat Vitality, one of the best teams in the world, on the stage in the quarterfinal. You've now beat FURIA in the semifinals with ease in their house.
Yes.
But you'd hope this is going to be that moment, that impetus that just says, you know what, we've got it now. We don't worry about stages any longer.
And they finally beat FaZe as well. They got that team that they could never defeat off of their backs. FURIA with the last-ditch effort, the last hurrah here in Rio. They charge into the A-bomb site, and they are met by brollan, who has the first. That young Swede returning to this MOUZ squad, returning to the top of Counter-Strike. Torsi's alongside him.
Okay.
This is a little bit of fight back from Yuri and Serato, but it's stopped in a blink of an eye. Serato left alone. The last stand, and he is down. This MOUZ squad, it feels different. They say believing is seeing, and I'm believing in what I'm seeing. FURIA's fairy tale belongs to MOUZ. They will meet NaVi in the grand finals here in Rio de Janeiro. And for FURIA, they will awake to
a bit. My eyes are on him. Let's see how NaVi arrive in this semi-final, because this is where they do their best work, Chad. They get to the grand final, then it gets icky.
Yeah, look, the group stage game, sure, they had a bit of a wobble in the seeding match. Right now, this fatigue, surely you won't let that wash away. This is what they play for, stage matches. You two out towards that B bomb site. Heroic to receive. They'll block with a smoke of their own. That might cancel plans immediately. You shouldn't be running through that. 2 flashes and a molly.
SS, tested by IEM, handles the first, takes it in his stride. This setup is so potent. If you commit towards cave, you are dead. Never mind that, Tessus finds another head already. Wonderful down, another from Tessus. This is falling apart, the seams for NaVi, and an immediate start. Look at that, 3 from Tessus, 2 from Shush. These 2 individuals that everyone thought got the short end of the stick.
Oh, no door smoke. Oh, there's the frustrations, there's the frustrations.
Oh, and you're on this point, you know, you're at this, like, lose it, you lose it, and oh my God, they're gonna lose it. Look at this call. What an amazingly inspired A-rush from Kixon. A smoke in front of his face, the first responder is helpless. A barrage of utility deep into Temple limits their options. Imet tries to kick up a fuss. It's Shush good for it. Wonderful. Pot shots through the smoke. NaVi's Ancient slipping through their fingers. JL with an aggressive push. Underhand flash and frag. Finding nerds is huge. And now that CT smoke has faded. They cannot get the bomb down.
Everybody here, response time insane, but bomb not planted. There's no way back. There has to be a way forward, and that's going to come through fights. Sees a doubt for NaVi. Dexter takes a duel.
Oh, Tessus has gone down. That's a big frag from Bit. Dexter snaps and delivers. Gets the double spray down. Shush good for it on Brokey. It's only JL, and he's only got 2 bullets, 2 targets. Up to the USP, they're both low. This could be something special from JL. 50 seconds. They know exactly where he is. He's got the patience. Can he hold his nerve? The balls to go for the reload. Shush and Dexter holding their spacing integral. They just have to react. And Heroic take Ancient away from NaVi. In this semi-final, Heroic versus JL, Dexter and Shush. How patient can you be? Eventually, you have to plant. This is Counter-Strike at its highest level. Boom, again, the peak! Oh! Nearly lined up for it! Shush will steal it and seal it! And NaVi, team talk outside, heads hanging.
Good information for Heroic. Now, when they've had long control before, they've regrouped and they've executed. There's going to be a fight here.
Swing through. Bit with a nice angle. Anti-flash! Oh, brilliant setup. Alexi V needs help. And Bit provides it. Now Ima and Alexi stand ready to fight. Dexter, you drop Bit, you should be dead. And Ima nails the headshot. Alexi B catches some extra damage as well. Now they'll swing through. Alexi turns it, doesn't have a chance. And no trade back from Ima, so that's important. Kixon has managed to manufacture a 3-on-3. For survival now for Heroic. The tables have turned. NaVi have toiled. And they are 3 frags away from Mirage. From surviving, Dust 2, Heroic's pick. After conceding their own. Imet, down and out, lovely headshot from Tessus, overlooks the potential for a second, but they are up and into the site. The bomb being planted now as Kixon punches in the code, and wonderful. Both come in from short side. A chance, oh, and a shot, wonderful connects. 29 and counting for the Orpa. He couldn't finish it, he can't finish it! Nerds denies them! A double kill from Nerds! Forces us to play on!
JL just offers his head up in the vice, steps in the shadow of Wonderful, and Nerds will take it every day of the week.
Wonderful's hitting everything. He's nearly at the 2 KD, and he had the chance for a third map right there in his scope. Nerds doesn't shy away from the jewel. NaVi can't let that break them. You've got another chance. You've got another opportunity.
Yeah, Wonderful's been great. 7-1 in opening jewels. The AWP, we wanted to see more from it, and it has. But speaking of Orbs, Bit into secondary AWP. Aggressive draw, just running out. Cat, Ima.
Another Kixon. Down and out to Bit. How is this falling apart so quick? They're testing JL. It could all be in a moment ended. And we're off to Mirage just like that. 30 rounds deep, NaVi. They show tenacity. And it's undeniable. This team still got it.
They've even got for cat smoke.
Flash
as well.
go. Dear. Alexi B down to Dexter just on a timing pull of the trigger.
You need to get some mid space. You've expended 3 smokes in middle.
And no one.
Timing.
One. Ooh, Shush just diverts his gaze. Bit pushes on the smoke. Wonderful gets tagged up, but overlooked is JL. Up on Tetris and pushing. Could find Nerds here. Didn't spot him. Dexter's AWP is such a problem, but nice. So is the AK of JL. A double kill from him. Nade lands square on the jaw of Dexter and a flash to try and relocate. Well, he's playing a very dangerous game. Ima not anticipating a second. Kicks and trades the death of Tessus. And JL's doing it all.
3 bullets.
Can he come up clutch? This would be monstrous. And JL only needs the one! A one-tap!
Hey, we're getting a bit fed up of each other. The playbook's got to start getting thin. But this is it. 5 more kills.
Despite all of that tape, all of that, the enemies can download and ideate upon. Despite all of that, NaVi are just 1 round away with 6 opportunities to secure another grand final.
Just got to get past a bunch of pistols in a MAC-10.
Should be one of the easiest rounds they've seen on this CT side. Testing Ima's defense on Con. The flash is good, but so is the spray. Ima finds 2 for 1. Tessus unable to get away, and there it is. 6 consecutive grand finals for NaVi. Sailing through.
NaVi are running on fumes, but Heroic is out of gas in the semi-final. Quite a group stage run. A best of 1 over G2. Rivals Astralis hit
the new playbook Shuhei put together with Cyclone. Shuhei himself doing a lot of work with the various apparatus of the MOUZ staff to improve his in-game leading, his presence as a leader within these teams during big games. And it's paying dividends right out of the gate.
Shuhei. Round long, first kill is on a Wonderful, goes back again, no seconds, even better from Shuhei. We know these second round forces can prove an issue. We've seen MOUZ win a couple of these themselves yesterday against FURIA, but they're not going to be slipping on the banana peel that NaVi lay out. It is a second round in a row here for the side of MOUZ. NaVi should save the 3 remaining weapons, and Kevlar in behind it. A decent start here for MOUZ already. I mean, this is a team that really have taken a big step at this event. A team that have, in their own words, Yimpat, in that interview you mentioned, they are no longer going to use the excuse of going missing on the big stage because they've gained more experience. They put a lot of hard work into sort of accomplishing their goals when it comes to these stage games. And we've seen them break through phase. We've seen them come back after slow starts on the stage game. And for the first time, they've won 2 games at the IEM playoffs.
Yeah, it's been the first time they've been able to win 2 consecutively in any playoffs this year as well. So yeah, that kind of excuse, which I don't think they ever used it as an excuse. It was just a very noticeable outside trend of watching them in group stages versus the big stage. But obviously now with this kind of success, any kind of do, and you know, myself included, of just saying this is not replicable. Look at how they won this major. Individual stats were very, very low. It didn't look clean the whole way through. But Blade always kept a calm hand and always said, you know what, it's a roadmap, it's a process, and we're going to get there. Well, now in the second half of the year, they've gotten there. And this NaVi team is looking very, very strong, very scary. Not a whole lot of weak points to exploit.
JL, a weak point in this round, getting cleared by Shuei. Smack 10, they line up for this FAMAS, and a little bit of damage done for him. Onto Torsi, nearly takes him down. That would have been a way back in. Bomb plant still hasn't been confirmed yet, and Imma's still having a look here. He denies that bomb plant through the smoke. Torsi gone, and now a problem arises for MOUZ entirely. All at the hands of Imma.
Well done from NaVi. MOUZ gets shocked. Good job collapsing, and that goes back. This team is so good at finding solutions in the mid-round. B-bomb site lost, you're on a low buy, you still manage to do enough damage to make the retake possible. And for how good Jimmy's been in the clutches, Bit doesn't give him any time to settle into this one. Pouncing on the follow-up contact and making sure NaVi close it out.
Didn't have a big FAMAS round.
Taking over Banana, so NaVi without a hard-hitting JL is not going to be able to prevent that control from being given over to MOUZ.
Oh.
Good nade, good peek behind the MP9. Nice combo from NaVi.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was a great combo.
The other one is if this emphasis on wrap is going to be coming in, now Wonderful doesn't have an ult, so it's going to be much easier for MOUZ moving forward.
Wonderful under the porch. I mean, they've got a crossfire here. You can peek out if you're Imma. JL's there alongside of him, but it was only a USP that went down. Nothing worth talking about, but it's that kill that shall make this difference. Now, the AK of Bit, it can step up. He can be the difference in this round, and he has to be for NaVi. This is the only weapon worth talking about, and this guy is a machine. Bit gets another one, dropping Torsi down to 17 HP, and this round's on. NaVi have a chance for 5 off the back of Bit's AK. 3 kills in this round, and Torsi goes to the apartments.
This could be a nightmare for MOUZ. This would be 2 rounds. I don't know if I want to call this a low buy, but obviously a couple players with just pistols and no armor in this. They dropped one earlier to a low buy as well in round 3. So Bit and Alexi starting to put things together, and Bit with his low HP. Oh, they might have think.
Oh, wow, they might think he's going to be.
Well, if Alexi continues up in halls, he's going to find a free kill on Torsi.
Oh, but the sound that you start to realize is Torsi will turn on this, but he doesn't look the right way. Alexi B tracks him into the apartments. Torsi was waiting for his moment to strike, but it never came. And that is a huge round from Bit. He had the AK-47 and not... You got to see a couple of times there. JL going to be frustrated about his own first half performance, but that can change. It's a best of 5. It's a long game. Lots of moments for him to have his moment and strike.
And you know he will. After what we've seen from JL throughout this year, he's going to have a map. He's going to have a moment. It's a matter of time.
Perhaps on this T side of Inferno. Double setup around the back of the sandbags, and brollan to take the initial contact.
Flashbang coming from Alexi.
NaVi get ready to go up through Banana. Flash is coming through. Will it be effective? Oh, brollan able to tuck away from it, but Exertion gets cleared out first. Now brollan drops back. Will they predict Shuei? No, they will not check him. And the in-game leader stepping up with one. That Flash has blinded his next opponent, but he couldn't muster a second. Remember, brollan's alive, but he's only got 1 health. And he is finally finished off, spammed out through the coffins. And we have Torsi and Yimpat left in an unwinnable situation here.
Yeah, brollan would have come back to actually fight and help Shuei if he had more HP. Yeah. That initial gush he takes, yeah, dodges the flash, but takes a bullet to the dome for his troubles. Prevents him from being any line of support.
NaVi with that pistol win, though, are now just 1 round away from tying up this scoreline. It'll be intriguing to see if MOUZ decide to go for a force buy into this next, or do they just go for the full eco around these, well, the Kevlar that they saved over.
I think they'll be buying in. We've seen them at times go for a save in the second round when they lose the pistol, but usually when they have a pretty damn good lead, usually when they have some rounds to play with, they just want to get to the gun round. Here, though, I think they'll challenge as NaVi are going to creep it closer. 6 to 7.
strong start in the first half from one. Long-range fights to that MP9 for Shui. But it's the distraction that allowed his teammates to follow up with the opening. 4v4 established.
Hard thing is the utility. MOUZ is really relying on brollan to be solo at the B bomb site. And there's no one outside of B. So he just smokes it right now. So this A defense is going to feel confident for the next 15 seconds. But they're making an information play. Just when NaVi's lining up and Torji's got 3. And that leaves Jimpat on his own at this A site. Catches JL in the air. And there's the second. Many details MOUZ have to keep track of. 12-11, final round of regulation. It's NaVi with map 1 of these grand finals where MOUZ has taken us to overtime.
What a beautiful start to the BO5 that would be. Brollan, always going aggressive. JL low on HP. Again, the life of a banana player, when you're in his role, you got to take damage at the start of these rounds. At least he's still standing. Well, let's see if he wants to maintain aggression. If he's just like, you know what, screw it, I'm still going to do the same stuff, or if he feels like he has to play a new position. Now NaVi moving in to start taking brackets control up middle. Bit in Boiler, Ema Halls, Wonderful, and Alexi this mid-ramp behind the Molotov. Torji, Shuhei, and Yimpat to defend with brollan rotating over, so MOUZ have a good feel of what's coming next. And they know still that top banana has not been taken by NaVi. Oh, Yimpat, he's going aggressive. Torji's forced into the open. Alexi B taking that away. Brollan's gone, and they've brought it so close, but is this the final moments of Inferno? Bit out of the balcony. It's another one, and that is the finishing blow. NaVi have come to play in this BO5 straight away. MOUZ's map pick will fall out of their fingers. They will have to bounce back going into NaVi's map pick. A 13-11 victory from the world #1. A solid T-side. Solutions found at crucial point. Utility for Alexi, flash, smoke, Molotov, smoke on Wonderful as well. A pair of flashes for Shuhei. Smoke kit on Torji is the utility both teams bring into it. It's an aggressive setup in middle and lower B. 4 players for MOUZ primed to handle any attack that comes. Oh, nice shot from Torji. Just the second bullet landed too. It's a pistol off. Yeah, it really is. At that kind of range. With that kind of finality, but NaVi bouncing back, getting 2 kills in an instant. Yeah, but look at the damage done. Look at how weak the NaVi players are. This might feel uncomfortable if you're MOUZ in a 3v4, but there's some very softened up players. You can even this up very quickly. You can take a man advantage very quickly. So NaVi going to slow things down. Wait and see if there's going to be any kind of an information play for many of the extremities of the map. Torji is alone at the A bomb site. Shuhei and Yimpat doubled up at the B bomb site. And NaVi heading long. Timing for Torji to look away. That has just allowed NaVi some space to work with out of the longhouse. Torji's got to come back, but there's going to be 3 targets on the other side. And now he has to try and retreat, but there's nowhere to go. He has to stand and fight, and he has no might to make that happen. He's taken out by the Joe Berettas. The rotation's coming in from the B bomb side, but NaVi 2 players up, and they've got that mid player. They've got JL ready to cut off rotations. They need to find him in low HP. If he doesn't get an instant headshot, this is a 1-bullet kill. Flashbang coming in, JL. Oh, he's blinded, held back behind the Xbox. What? How has he pulled that off? JL, he should have gone down. He was dead to rights, but still while blinded, nails the headshot. And JL on the Xbox is about to get knocked out, but he still stands up. 1 HP. JL is on.
Communication there. Good job.
Shui's been doing this all event long.
Yeah, very complimentary to his teammates. When they do something well, even if it is a small detail. Encourages them to keep it up. Exertion getting it towards connector. Wonderful. He's got eyes on the short walk at the moment. Exertion, you know how he likes to play. He likes to get around this bench, peek up into short, try and be a problem at window. There's the classic brollan maneuver coming out of Palace. Unfortunately, it's just one this time, and it's not going to be able to put his team ahead. It's NaVi up into a 4v3, and you know that Exertion likes to get into the window. He's able to be shut down by Bid before it really gets out of hand.
Well, you will have known that NaVi have a page in their notes about that Halls play from brollan. JL's just calling out, I got both with me, make it 1. Good nade, good utility work. And Torji stuck in the open for Alexi B to clean off. And out of a timeout, NaVi's back to their winning ways.
Yeah, there's just so many adjustments they make out of these timeouts that You go from 0 stopping power on your defense to putting up your best round yet. Up in the hands of Wonderful. That could be a scary process. That lower player, he knows there's one in the underpass. Even was not too far off damaging Alexi B. But NaVi now under a minute left. Bit pounces out of Palace. That is 1-6 shot from Bit, but he's traded. And brollan stuck in the sandwich. They know they got to deal with him, and he nearly quicks up. He nearly gets away with that. But JL and Alexi B combining. NaVi crashed down upon the MOUZ defense. It's a strong opening gun round here from NaVi. Yimpat picks up the M4.
It's the danger of a player playing in the cubby like that. It feels like such a strong angle to watch Halls, but he doesn't want to give away his position. There's also a hunt here. JL's already come back. Low at HP, missed the shot. So Yimpat likely going to survive. NaVi shouldn't be very motivated to try and hunt this gun down. Not enough money built up yet, as this is their first round win of the second half.
Great opening from Bit. Follow-ups from JL were sublime.
There might be a timeout in this round from MOUZ. If I look at their money right now, I think they might want to have an extended chat about how exactly they want to do this. Yimpat cannot afford to drop over an M4. Exertion and Shuhei both at 1,500, but Torji had money for the AWP, and that'll be the turning point.
Looks like they've been pretty decisive in what they want to do with it, so not timeout coming out for MOUZ. It's going to be the AWP for Torji. They're going to buy rifles around it. They're going to throw what they can into the mix here.
Yeah, but Torji's glass cannon. No armor behind this whatsoever.
Well, it better work out.
This time, NaVi take mid control decisively right out of the gate. They've swung very wide. That AWP without armor is going to be positioned relatively safely back at the ticket booth at the A-bomb site to play and try and close this gap. This might have been the round-winning kill. Good clear from Bit, good peek. That one secures it. And MOUZ still have 6 chances to close out Mirage and take us to Ancient.
Torsi, initial damage is done to him by utility. He'll do one better. Dropping to Alexi B to kick off this round. MOUZ with a 5v4 to try and convert to close out this map. And that is another step in the right direction. Kill after kill, moment after moment. MOUZ are back. Finally a map victory in this BO5. Still so much to go, but at least they don't get blanked. At least it is not the 3-0 inside of this arena. JL will go through the formality of playing out this round, but MOUZ know they have closed this 13-6. They can always rely on Mirage.
MOUZ win it, we go on to Nuke. And NaVi wants this win right here. Yimpat against the corner has won, and that stalls NaVi out, forces them to look elsewhere.
Oh, that's a backward tracking shot from Ima. Exertion able to come back in with those Joe Berettas, but needs a little bit more than what he's already been able to pick up. And a double peek just about gets away from that around the corner before the impact comes in. But speaking of, here comes Bit. Out of a main, Shuhei caught. Yimpat inside of the donut, lines up 2. Bit still fighting, but he's alone. He's got a 3K that he needs to tee up. He's got the first headshot. It's Exertion wildly swings in towards him, but he's got 2 targets, both in donut. This would be unbelievable if Bit is able to pull this off. He gets back in, brollan offers himself up first, and they peek him together. Eventually, MOUZ will win this pistol round.
Caught that double swing at a really nice timing where Bit didn't have any room to slide left or right, had to back up to try and get into safety, and just not enough time or space. What a pistol round from Yimpat. 3 kills for him. Hiding in donut and shutting down NaVi every time they attempt to break through. Smoke takes Wonderful's attention away. And Yimpat just delivers the goods each and every time. Pistol round for MOUZ. Would basically be the map over.
Oh yeah. At this point, we're all thinking about that 5th map. Wonderful waiting inside of the cave. It's a good double out of the Joe Beretta. It's eventually taken out by brollan. Torji will do what he can with that P250. NaVi settle back into this one. They know they at least still have the player advantage to work with, and MOUZ realize they've got a lot of time. Smoke at short will start to fade away. No one using it.
It's their turn to hit the pause button. Pump the brakes, see if NaVi's going to shift it all. See if NaVi's going to get curious. But Alexi and JL just slide back even deeper. So they can spot the information, they can play safely, go for one kill on MOUZ's entrance into the bomb site, and wait for Emo and Bit to arrive for a retake. There's the smoke deployed by Shuhei over towards short. So Torji is going to slide up with Shuhei. The bomb has an easy avenue from cave.
JL. Fire in from long, couldn't stop anybody from safely getting into the bomb site. Plant locked in. Torji now moving forward aggressively with this P250 flash to set up. Blinds too. Oh, they get cleaned up. JL just shuts them down, and it's cleaned up in the end by NaVi. They needed a pistol, they've got it, but plenty more where that came from. First step, though, in the right direction.
MOUZ needed some real estate, which is why they push out towards long while that smoke is still up, but the flashbang is just brutal. Good. Spread the belief. The idea for Shuhei, it's about making sure the team is still playing together. For Alexi, they've already lost. We've already done the hard work. Keep it up, and we will cruise in to bring this back.
Big breaks exertion as he comes through the elbow. Perhaps the power of belief will transpire here on the server for NaVi. Vanty's siding with him for the time being. They might make sure it's followed up on. And we know how dangerous he can be in mid when he transitions to the CT side. We know he struggled on the T side, but it's a different story on the defense.
I was going to say, even MOUZ is starting to struggle on the T side.
Torji, he's got to know. He's got to know.
He does now.
Oh, God, Bit walks right into him.
It's all right, you have the space to make that kind of a play. Bit trying to just execute the round-winning move. Still a man advantage for NaVi. Still in safe positions. Alexi monitoring B ramp. Wonderful Zop in cave. JL keeping eyes on middle. And Ema at the A bomb site. And MOUZ is still very spread.
Last-ditch effort. Heading over towards A. Play here to defend is Ema. He's got a quick rotation available from JL as well as he comes back through CT, but Ema is just playing behind that big box. He's got utility, he can slow this down and separate them.
It's just not going to be any noise. MOUZ is going contact, so Ema just has to be careful.
Right time, but not going to work out for him. He didn't get a kill. Now opens it up again here for the side of MOUZ. Important frag to be collected by JL through that smoke. Now Torzi leaps into the bomb site, but JL just goes right through. And good night. Torzi shut down, shut eye. 11 to 8 rounds as MOUZ's lead is slipping away from them.
All of a sudden, Alexi's
not being able to win the title here. MOUZ gather at the foothills of B. Ema to climb. Oh.
Do you still make this play? You just made noise. Oh, he still does. He peeks, gets a lot of information. Sees two, decent damage, backs away.
So make sure he stays alive, plays his life. A tense round two, the most tense of this final.
And once again, NaVi just playing far, far back at this B bomb site. They want to make sure nobody goes down. If this is to be a set piece and execute onto the bomb site, Bit, JL, and Alexi hold strong in their positions for the retake.
Shuhei goes down to Alexi B. Yimpat falls. Another step.
MOUZ don't know what to do. Because of Torji's position, they don't know where to go.
MOUZ have collapsed. 17 seconds, no time left. No time left in Rio. And that shot, oh, it's Bit, but he falls. And there's a way back. There's suddenly a way back for MOUZ.
JL can stop it. Oh, can he? From CT Spawn, he's got the angle. A little late.
A little late. And so it falls into the 1v1. Ema could win the title for NaVi. Torzi, their best big game player, to try and keep MOUZ in this, to get it into overtime. The Hungarian hunkers down, but Ema now realizes where he is. And the defuse tapped. Torzi doesn't peek, doesn't buy it, doesn't go. Shots come in, but Ema is the final kill. NaVi come back all the way.
If you have watched until here, I hope you liked my recap and that you enjoyed the Intel Extreme Masters tournament as much as I did. If you are interested in more highlights from this tournament, you can find the whole playlist on my YouTube profile, which contains only highlights from the Intel Extreme Masters tournament. And please, do not forget to subscribe. It will help me a lot.
Masters Trophy. And what a day for Wonderful to have an